Two World back at it again, one time for the mind. Hey y'all, I just want to discuss right now. You know, all I gotta say is that I hate to be banging on this younger generation, the generations growing up right now. A lot of these, I should say, Generation Z. You know, a lot of these millennials, they made it seem like it's not cool to get up out there and go to work. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of these kids, they live in a fantasy. They gotta understand the streets ain't gonna be around forever. You know, the block ain't gonna be there forever. A lot of the block and the streets and everything is all owned. You know, they're already owned by them people. And I mean, at the end of the day, you know, whoever said made it cool to not work? Like, who made that to be cool? And, I blame that. I blame that on a lot of these Generation Z. Shout out to the Generation Z though, that's out there trying to do the right thing. They're trying to basically they have some kind of goals and ambition and things like that. Not afraid to get up, pull their boots, and really put in that work. You know, the old saying always goes, you don't work, you don't eat. And that's just the bottom line. I feel like a lot of people, and not just a lot of this younger generation, but even some adults too. But mainly this younger generation, a lot of them, they don't know what it's like to get up and really, get out there and get on a grizzly and it's not just talking about the streets neither, just really get out there and just, go work, Now, I'm not saying you got to work for a place forever, I mean, I myself, I don't want to work for a place forever at all. That's not the goal. But at the same time, you got to keep something coming in. You got to show that you want to do something. You got to have some kind of ambitions and goals in life. Nobody handed me anything when I was coming up, from being, homeless and everything, shelters, getting street stuff, all kind of stuff that I'll probably talk about at some point later on, start making some little quick time stories, um, about my experiences and stuff like that, and hopefully inspire other people too. But that's a whole nother thing for another time, which I'll probably be working on at a later note, you know. But back to the topic at hand, a lot of these young kids, they made it cool not to work. It's like, what you gonna do? You gonna sit around and be a bum all day? Just, expecting people to give you stuff. I even go through it in my own personal life. Um, and it's just sad, just seeing a lot of these young kids with so much potential just throw it away because they think of what their favorite rapper or whoever they peers, they see them what they're doing, and they think that's the way. Nah, that's not the way. I mean, granted, we do what we gotta do, but at the same time, at some point, you gotta discipline yourself and be like, I gotta become a tax-paying citizen. A lot of these kids, it's a damn shame. They don't have no kind of work ethic. A lot of them is not that smart. They don't know how to read. They don't know how to really write. But they know everything else. They know they can tell you their favorite rapper, what song he dropped. This, that, and third. Everything else except for, in them books. They can't tell you jack about what's in them books or anything. And it's just sad, because these supposed to be the future of tomorrow. So if they don't have no type of intelligence, and on top of that, they don't got no kind of work ethic, then that's gonna just bring a whole wave, a bunch of generation of fools, and straight up and down just crash dummies that, they have no knowledge of self. They're already easily manipulated. The media does that all day, every day. So imagine in real life, and the cycle still goes on. Because a lot of them don't have no kind of common sense, no type of like work ethic or anything else, going for them. I mean, it is what it is. And it's just sad that a lot of them, they feel like, being lazy is the way, and just dressing any old way is the way. Nah. But the dressing stuff, that's a whole different topic for another time. But back to what I was saying before, the whole not working and just being lazy, that's whack. That's straight up and down whack. That's not no type of way to live. It's not no type of way to be, you know. And some people, if you're around them, they have no problems bringing you down with them, especially they ain't got nothing going on, you know. I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people waste so much time not doing nothing. It's not so much about the time, it's what you do within that time that matters. And a lot of people just out here that's really sitting around with a handout. You ain't handicapped. You could get up. You could do things. And it is what it is with this generation. A lot of them. But like I said, salute to those millennials, those younger generation kids that actually do what they gotta do. Whether it's a 9 to 5. They not really getting into no trouble like that or nothing like that. They're just trying to do the right thing. Right now, at a time like this, we need all the positivity we can possibly get. And these young kids are supposed to be the future leaders of tomorrow, so they got to keep bringing out that positive aspect of humanity. But like I said, until a lot of them decide to just wake up and understand that ain't nobody gonna hand you nothing, ain't nobody gonna give you anything like that or anything of that nature. So you gotta get up, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta grind. The key word, grind. And just really basically keep your head up. Because at the end of the day, nothing is stopping you, nothing is stopping you, unless you choose to stay stagnated and things of that nature and keep on with a handout and thinking that things are just gonna get better by just keep on sitting there and not doing nothing about it. So hopefully this reaches out a lot of people, and some of you adults too. I gotta get on some of y'all too. Some of these adults out here is kind of lazy too. I mean, they don't want to do anything. They don't. Nobody wants to really put their best foot forward. And it's sad. Because at the end of the day, you gotta want to do something. So on that note, I just figure I'll just expound real quick about that topic. Please like, subscribe, and share at 82 Brooklyn 7. Comment, whatever. Tell me any type of situations, experiences you had dealing with the younger generation, whether it was in a workplace, whether it was outside. Usually if it's in a work atmosphere, this is what this is mainly about right here. But if anybody out there could expound about whatever situation you have with a young kid, whatever, and just talk about it. Just comment, like, subscribe at 82 Brooklyn 7 once again. And the more content gonna be coming up. The weather's starting to break. Do some more different things. So please support the channel and stay tuned. And on that note, I'm out with it. Have a good week, good day. I'm coming more. Might probably drop some more content, sometime during the week or whatever, maybe even during the day. And whether it be a short clip or whatever. And I'm out. Once again, stay safe. Peace.